My guy's got a knife. Yeah, hopefully you've opened your present by now and you saw that it's a pocket knife. So I thought I'd be do something a little different. Try to be try to be cool a little bit and let you see the process of what I did. But there's a whole story to this knife, and I'll tell you later in the story. But I wanted to walk you through kind of how I got the name on there because I did that myself, and hope you guys like. I'm not going to make this. Going to try to make this video short. It's still going to probably be longer than I want. So I hope you enjoy. Let's get started.
All right, so cool. So let me talk a little bit about the etching machine. I'm, I love this little thing. I'm pretty proud of it. I actually built this from scratch. So I built this from scratch. You can see that it basically negative, positive. I can switch from DC electricity to AC electricity, and then obviously an on and off switch. So I found some plans online, but this allows you to basically ground the metal piece with your negative, just like in welding, and then your positive piece is this brass plate. So I had to drill this and then put a screw in it, and it goes all the way up to the top, and then that's what's grounded. And I made this little wooden handle. I just kind of spun it on my lathe, but this is a brass plate. And what we're going to do is we're going to use AC. We're going to use AC current. We're going to take just a regular standard medical sponge, right? So this is the only reason why we use this is the solution that we're using, and I'll show you the solution. It's an electrolyte. So basically this is a saltwater solution, but it's to a certain grade that it just allows you to etch and change the color on the surface of the metal. So they have all kinds of different strengths. I have one that's like a D8 or a D9, and that will actually change. It'll eat away the surface of the metal. It'll actually create, like a hole or a really rough edge. We're just gonna, with the D20, it's not a heavy solution. It's just a little bit of solvent and sodium, and it's gonna basically change. It's gonna etch the surface of this. So, and again, the reason why you have these sponges is it just holds the solution a little bit longer so that it doesn't go dry. This is the official sponge holder hairband. Allows you to keep it. It's not dangerous. It wouldn't shock you. In fact, you'll see me kind of hold the knife in the process. It's just getting enough electricity through it to get an adjustment on the surface of the metal. So you're just getting a reaction on the surface of the metal. not a ton. We're just going to dampen the sponge where it just has some has some dampness to it, basically. Dampness. Let me zoom in a little bit. All right. So we're going to turn the unit on. We're going to see if I can get a better angle. There we go. And we're going to dab and hold. And you can just hold. I hold for like a 5-second count. Sometimes I just dab for a couple of 3 seconds. But you got to do it multiple times because it's going to take the texture. You'll actually see the texture of the sponge, or so you just got to hit it a couple of times, and you'll see. Hopefully, you can see that well. That is giving you a nice sharp darkness on the metal. And so by using this vinyl, going through all the trouble of cutting the vinyl and making sure that it's on right and it's straight, that vinyl doesn't allow the solution to go anywhere into the metal other than what's exposed from the vinyl. So once you're satisfied with the darkness and making sure that there's no light spots, I'm just putting gentle pressure on it. All right, I'm going to turn it off. All right, let's pull the vinyl off and do the big reveal. Let's see. Okay. Let's check this out. Nice. I'm happy with that. Take the O off. All right, and something I'm not going to show, but that that solution, I mean, it is salt water. It is sodium based. So I like to wash this off one time just to make sure there's nothing on there, because you don't. I don't want it to linger, or stay there, or send it out. But I'm real happy with that. Look how it's just very sharp, very clean. And then also too, when you wash it off, you'll get the pencil marks off for making sure that it was straight. All right, so let's talk why this knife is important to me, or why I like this knife a lot. So this knife is called a Kershaw Leek. Leek as in Leek. It's a model that they've had around for over 20 years, I would think. So this black knife, this is why it's important to me. So Team Samco. So I had this I received this knife probably 2008, and it still opens amazing like the day I got it. I mean, I put this thing, it's practically a daily carrier. But one thing I really love about the Leak, uh, one of the things I like about the Leak, is it just has a surgical precision to it. There's no blade. Um, it's not uneven. It's not wiggly. It's just a very nice tight blade. Uh, it's got spring assist opening, so all you do is you make sure the blade's clear and you push down and it opens. And every one of these do the same thing. It might be a little stiff, uh, but I will oil these and sharpen these. When you receive them, they'll be oiled and sharpened. So it's a nice carrier. As you can see, I don't carry the. I'm not a big fan of the clip because I want a flat knife. I don't typically. I typically have dress pants on when I'm working, obviously, so I don't want a knife sticking out of my dress pants. It just kind of gives the wrong impression. You guys may not travel as much as me, and you might like the clip, so feel free to keep the clip-ons. But I want a flat knife in my pocket, and my daughter made me this thing. It's nice. If you do have something hang off, you just have to make sure that it clears the blade, so you can kind of see if it. But I do like that because my daughter made it for me. So Team Samco, why this is important. S is for Shandy, Austin, Mark, Colston, Olivia. So that's what Team Samco is. It's been a part of our life since our last baby was born. So Shandy. So we became Team Samco, and that's kind of my thing. It's my personal email, and it's on a lot of the stuff we have at the house. So but that's why this knife is what's why I like this knife. That's why I picked it for you guys. Wanted you to think about me. It's a solid knife that'll last you a long time. It holds a really nice blade, and you shouldn't have to be sharpening it too much. You just drag it through your sharpener once or twice, and then it'll always hold that blade. And again, this knife is probably 12 to 14 years old, and you can see how well it holds up, and it opens just like the day that I got it. So again, that's why I'm excited about these. That's why I picked these out, and I hope you enjoyed them. I know some of you might say, this is boring. Like, I just don't want my name on it. There are certain things you can do. So I made my son one that his name's Colston. And so, there's all types of ways you can do the etching and how you want to do stuff on a metal surface. So appreciate you guys. Hope you enjoy.